Oh, excellent. And what was the neighborhood like while you were growing up?
Um, I think it was pretty just regular, lower to middle class neighborhood. It wasn't like how it is now. I went to a couple elementary schools. I went to Petworth Elementary, which I don't know if it's still open. I went to Bruce Monroe Elementary. Also went to Parkview Elementary. So I remember always, anytime, any of those schools, I always walked to school. So I just remember a lot of corner stores, a lot of carryouts, taking the bus everywhere. I remember when the Petworth Metro was open, and that was like a big boom to the area. But I was young, so I didn't really foresee what the neighborhood would be. All the changes that would happen. You don't think about that when you're young. You just think that's your neighborhood. That's what you see. But I remember, I remember coming to the library a lot. Actually, I came to this library a lot. Yeah.
And how has the neighborhood changed since?
You see a lot of people who want to come here. I think, which is kind of interesting. I think before it wasn't seen as a place that, like a destination, as somewhere that people just want to come. People come to either just like the neighborhood before, or they're just affordable. It was just kind of, you chose based on, not based on like the cool factor of the neighborhood, just based on like proximity to work and where you could find a place. But I think now that's changed. I think you're seeing here, which you've seen in a lot of other neighborhoods, the stratification between class, the younger professionals coming in. You see a lot of the houses which are being converted into either those weird apartments that are like having 10 apartments in one house, or like they'll convert 2 houses and make it into an apartment complex, which is really interesting. But there's some good things, I think. You have places to go. I remember I had not been here for a while when I was in school, and it came back really for the first time, maybe 6 years ago, to Georgia Avenue, so right around where the Metro is, and I saw like there was, different coffee shops and bars, which is cool, like around the Safeway area by the Metro. So I think there's some good things. I think for a period there was like a reduction in crime. So you saw like there was more opportunity. But you also see more people either getting pushed out, or people not necessarily pushed out, but people getting offers that maybe they can't really refuse, like a sum of money to sell their house, and it may be not what is really valued at now. So you see, there's a lot of things that were happening.
And so when you were growing up, what happened to a lot of your friends? Are they in the area? They moved out, or?
Pretty much when I moved out, I kind of just lost contact. I know a couple, actually, a good childhood friend actually moved out to Montgomery County, like farther out, like Germantown, which is pretty far out in Montgomery County. But when I did keep in touch with them, like a lot of them did kind of just stay around the neighborhood. So this is around 1999. So I left at the start of middle school. So when I started middle school in Prince George's County. And then we moved just for the issues of schooling and space and affordability.
And what were the perceptions of the school what were your experiences with the school when you were here?
I mean, I think mine were pretty good. I think I had some unique things. Like I remember we went to, I believe it was Petworth or Parkview, one of the 2 schools. I remember doing things like having, in addition to a spelling bee, they would do things like have a Black History bee. And a lot of things that I thought were the norm weren't the norm. Like I was, the majority of the schools were Black. And so you had a few Hispanic students. English is my first language, so I didn't have to go through ESOL, but I know there were several students who were Hispanic who did like ESOL and everything like that for them. So you had I think a interesting experience having in some ways, and it depended on the teacher, but in some ways having like a Afrocentric curriculum. Like learning about Kwanzaa, and deaf, like watching Roots in elementary school, you know, the Black History Bee, and that was a big thing. And I think I still have like the jacket from that. I can't fit it obviously because I got it when I was like 9. But I remember just having that experience, which I think it kind of impacted how I see the world. And then you know, when you get older, you interact with different people from different towns, different cities. They didn't have that. You know, they didn't watch Roots in elementary school. You know, they didn't have that focus on like Black history and like a Black curriculum, Black centered curriculum. At least for that part. You know, besides math and writing and things like that.